Welcome to the market update where we actually have sun for the first time ever. I'm here with Virginia. Where are we at?
We are very excited to share that we're at the YMCA's new licensed childcare facility over near Lourdes High School. And we're opening on March 3rd, and I'm lucky enough to be able to share a little bit of information about it with you today.
Let's get the sneak peek. Let's get inside.
Construction, so excuse our construction, but there's a lot of fun things that we can show you. This first room actually is one of our 2 licensed infant care rooms. It's licensed for 12 babies, or little ones, starting at 6 weeks, and if you want to take a peek inside, it actually speaks for itself.
I love the colors. You guys got some bright, vibrant colors in this place. Makes me want to hang out.
Yeah, you know what, we do take volunteers, Bucky. I might take you up on that.
All right.
She'll get you filled out a form. If you come down the hall, we have a second infant care room as well, and a workman who's actually here working. What ages would be in this room?
Okay. So what ages would be in this room?
So this is our toddler room, and we have 3 toddler rooms. So kids move from infant into here when they turn 16 months, and typically they stay in here until they're about 33 months. Kind of depends on when the kids are ready for potty training to move into the next one. But of course you can see in here the furniture's a little smaller. Remember, we're under construction, so things are a little bit stacked up, but we'll be ready on March 4th when the facility opens.
Great. And then heading over to this direction, looks like this is the area I would want to be hanging out in.
We might find Bucky in this area, actually.
That's where all the toys are at. You know?
This is the enrichment room. So you do have to come in here and take a picture at some of these little scooters and things. So YMCA's always have a space for the kids to be able to get some physical activity, social and emotional too. So it's not simply about knowing your ABCs when you're getting ready for kindergarten. It's also being able to have friends, pay attention in classes, take turns, all those social, emotional things too. And the equipment in here and the games and stuff they play helps kids learn all those things too. It's all about learning through play.
Very neat. And will you have lunch served for children as well?
Yep, so the Y provides breakfast and lunch and snacks, and for the infants we provide the Infamel too. So it's a really nice and convenient for parents too.
That's awesome. This facility also has this commercial kitchen set up, so will the children be getting lunch and other?
They will. We'll be serving breakfast, lunch, and snacks, and we'll actually be using a catering service. So we're in the process right now of negotiating with I think 2 or 3 different local organizations to do that. But the kitchen is set up really nice, so it's a nice place to be able to come in and make sure things are, laid out the way that the classrooms would be most appropriate. So it's a nice facility.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you can't come in here with your trike either when you're doing take the stuff from the enrichment room, because this has to be kept clean.
Is this a service that the Y here in Rochester has been offering in the past, or is this a brand new service altogether?
This is brand new. So we quickly have identified that what's a need in the community is there's a lot of childcare space, or childcare availability that's just not here. I think if you talk to any family with small kids, they're all struggling to find care so that they can both afford it and its quality, but be able to go out and do work themselves. So this is brand spanking new, this facility and we're licensed for 160 kids, so it's a large facility and it should be a nice support for the community.
Right. What room are we in now?
We're in one of the preschool rooms right now. So actually this is a transitional room. So a transitional room is where the kids, when they're getting potty trained from toddler and getting ready to move into preschool, they may be in this room so they get a little bit more support on some of those things to be able to move them into the preschool room. And the preschool room, we got to see that because those are actually really cool. They have a little bit more technology in them. And
will you need to employ a large workforce in this facility, or?
Yep. I think I'm going off memory, but I think we have 24 full-time staff that'll eventually work here once we're fully staffed, which is really nice. And the benefits at the YMCA are really great too. So they have good benefit package, and of course you get to be a member of the YMCA.
Oh yeah.
And take advantage of all the services we have over there for the family as well. So this is a preschool room, and what I love about the preschool room is, the chairs get a little taller, and the tables get a little bit taller, but it also has the technology. So we have these big screens that we use in the preschool rooms. Now they're not where kids are going to be sitting and watching video games, but instead they're very interactive. Like if you have a safari game, the kids may be pretending they're elephants and giraffes in a room, and on the video screen it'll be doing music and they'll be doing the same thing. So it's again a way to prepare them for kindergarten, because when you get to kindergarten you have to know the technology too.
Neat. The bathrooms are miniature.
I know.
Oh, no way. That's great. Bucky just standing there.
Isn't that adorable? Seriously.
Virginia,
That's
I think they
awesome.
made the bathrooms the wrong size. Something's wrong here. So if a family is looking to bring their child here, what's the process of doing it? And is there, I know we've talked about in the past, scholarships for
Absolutely.
children and their family.
Absolutely. So what I would recommend is bring the family, bring the kids and grandma and grandpa even, and come take a tour. Abby will be here. She's our licensed child care director, and she'll be here until we open on March 4th. And she would be more than happy to give you a tour. And you can get all your specific questions answered, because each child is so individual in what their needs are and growth and speed. So that's what I would say, is call the YMCA here in Rochester and tell them you'd like to set up a tour at the Early Childhood Learning Center. And scholarships are something that we always offer too. So if a family comes in and they really think this is the place for their children, then, and the prices might be a little bit steep for them, you can apply for a scholarship, because the Y works really hard to make sure that anyone and everyone can participate. And by the way, the scholarships are supported by our annual campaign. So if someone comes to you and says, would you like to support the annual campaign, then you should say yes, so we can make sure all children have access here.
That's something that a lot of people don't recognize with the Y, is just how
Yeah.
big of a nonprofit it truly is, and it's
Yeah.
one of the biggest in the country.
Yes, it is. And you know, now that the Rochester YMCA is lucky enough to be partnered with the YMCA of Greater Twin Cities, the amount of resource support we have is unbelievable. I'm the new executive director here in town, and I've been with the Y for 20 years, and I spent the last 11 years actually in Northfield. And in Northfield, I was a CEO and independent, so we weren't partnered with anyone. And so it was much more difficult to make sure that you got all the quality curriculum and the certifications for your staff and all the things that you needed to be able to, you know, stay competitive and offer the best quality of services. And here it's really nice, because we just call the Twin Cities and they send experts, and it's been really wonderful.
Yeah, this happening here seemed to happen much quicker
Yeah.
when the merger actually happened with
Yeah.
the Twin Cities. So it was great to see the
And you know,
progress.
there's 27 branches in the YMCA Greater Twin Cities, so we're one of 27. So they look at all of their branches collectively and decide where they want to put, where they think they'll have the biggest impact. And they invested in this facility. So I think it was a couple of $1 million that they put into remodeling this facility. And the Rochester Y doesn't have a loan for that, so 2 thumbs up
Yep.
for the no loan for the Rochester Y. Of course, it's considered part of the assets then of the collective, you know, the collective organization. So it's really nice.
I'm excited to see the Early Childhood Learning Center here be full, be flourishing.
Yeah.
And I imagine that there could be more in the future if this is a true success.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too, because when I talk to, you know, the local, the superintendent or other organizations in town that are supporting youth, everybody is saying we just need quality, affordable care. And I think that there's a really strong opportunity we can have more of these centers in Rochester too.
Thanks for the tour, Virginia.
Yeah, awesome. Anytime. Come back in 6 months and see it full of kids.
And if you want a tour, be sure to check it out.
Do.
Stop down at the local YMCA here, and they will get you the grand tour set up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.